Appreciate if you guys hit the likes. It does help support the channel. Hit the follow button if you guys are watching on TikTok, and hit the subscribe and bell notifications to get notified every time I post a video. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I do appreciate it. We got about 30 seconds until it's time, so I'm gonna just finish getting everything set up here, and then we're gonna head over and look at the crypto fear and greed index. I will say before we really get started, I do think the entire I think we're going further to the downside. So right now, the crypto fear and greed index is currently sitting at 11 in extreme fear. Yesterday, we were at 9, last week 14, and last month 27. The last time we were at these levels below 10 was several years ago. So, you know, this is not financial advice, but anytime I've said we're below 10, it's a good time to buy. But I will say with a grain of salt, I do think we're going to go into the 50K range, probably even 40K, possibly 30K range. Not for a while. But I do think the 50K range is going to happen sometime this month or definitely next month. I do not think 80% from the top would be about $25,000. Now, you could say that's horrible, but $25,000 would still be a higher low on the monthly time frame. The last bear market low was $16,000. I think it would be very bearish if Bitcoin went really any below 25K. So that's something else we can talk about. I did take a long on, not silver, but I did take a long. Well, I did take a long on gold just now. It's not looking fantastic, I will be honest. I think the trade's looking decent. But I think gold's going to continue a little bit higher here. So let me kind of show you why I took this long on gold. If you look over here on the right, you can see more red up here at 5085 than really anywhere else. You can even, so I took a take profit at 508. I might move it to 85, but I see us continuing higher for gold here. There's just more liquidity above us than below us. You can see at 50, 60, there's not much. We'll see what happens, but right now I see a little bit more liquidity to the upside for gold. Okay, by the way, if you guys have requests for altcoins, I will look at them, or for anything, I will look at them. You know, what's interesting is I just noticed it said on Bookmap we're at 50.76 on gold, and then I look over here and we're not, so I might have to actually skedaddle, because there's a $30 difference in these two, and I'm not quite sure why. That's interesting to me. So I actually might just close that trade in a little bit of profit, because I don't know why there's a $30 discrepancy, and that's kind of a problem. So that's interesting. So that's kind of what we're doing. I'm just going to log into this really quickly. Why is it doing this? Now I have to restart the whole process. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, what's going on? Come on. So, yeah, I might just bail out of this trade. I did think, I don't know, it still looks good to me, though. We'll see what happens. Let me get the code real quick. So, we'll see what happens. I'm still long on gold right now. Let me look at the 50-minute time frame, and then we're going to get into Bitcoin. Look at the half hour. I will be honest, gold has done absolutely nothing all day long, so I'm not so sure that I have a lot of faith in this move, to be fair. And the higher time frames, I still think look better. Oh, yeah, 4 hours actually oversold on gold. Maybe I'll just keep this trade open. So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't love it. I'm up $26 right now. I have not had a good day trading, I'll be honest. Let's go over and look at Bitcoin really quickly. I'm going to start on the daily time frame, and then we're going to break it all down, what I see going on. So, for the first time in a while, it's been a long time, but I have not used fibs in a while. I do see from the macro bear market low to the bull market top. So, that would mean about $16,000 being the low to $126,000 being the high. Your 618 has already been hit. Or it's almost been hit at 58.6. So I could see you going lower to hit that. Then the other major fib that you would go hit if you lost to 618 would be the 786 fib at 39,000. I think that would be a great level for a bottom, but I think worst case scenario is about a $25,000 Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. Daily time frame is oversold, but again, overall, or it was. Now it's actually going up, and that's going to be a lower high on the daily. I was looking at the 3-day. I'm sorry, 3 days oversold. Right now, that's not even getting a bounce. The 12-hour time frame is already overbought for Bitcoin. 8-hour was overbought, rolling over. 6-hour, same thing. 4-hour time frame, kind of almost oversold, but not quite. Trying to make a higher low, but right now it looks lackluster. I could see this continuing to roll over to the downside, and the smaller time frame is just making bear flags. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if we just had another massive red week next week, if not later this week. I'm more convinced it's going to happen next week, but we'll see, because this week is halfway over. It's already Tuesday night. If I look just on the 1-hour time frame for Bitcoin, right now the 1 hour is below the 200. I would say a major resistance at 70,500. If you can't get back above that, well, you obviously are going to continue lower. And then you look at the 33-minute, you lost to 200. The 15-minute time frame is also below the 200-day moving average. And then you look at the 10-minute, I just see more downside. I see the next support for Bitcoin being $67,700. And then if you lose that, you might just go and take out these lows at 60,000. And I don't see a lot of support between here and 60,000. So if you lose 67.7, it could be a pretty quick drop to those lows. I'm not so sure looking at the small time frames right now is going to benefit us too much. We already know a lot of these time frames are bearish. I will humor it, but I see more downside for Bitcoin. And again, these smaller time frames, I'm just not so sure matter. So I'm going to exit this gold trade. It's, to be absolutely very fair, it's very lackluster. It's a pretty lackluster trade, and I don't know why it's not closing the trade. Kind of just want to do a market close. It's pretty lackluster at this point. So, I see more downside for Bitcoin. That's also a bear flag on the 1 minute time frame if you really want to talk about it. It looks bad to me on the 1 minute, and I would not be surprised. If we wake up tomorrow and a $60,000 Bitcoin, that to me wouldn't shock me. I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow. I would venture to say no, but anything's possible. That's just a rough estimate. Like, that's saying that 67,000 is the next stop. Let me just do that one more time. That's suggesting 68,000 is the next stop for Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. That's a bear flag that is likely to play out. So that just looks like the most likely scenario, that we continue lower to the downside. And I don't know why. I'm really trying to get. I'm not happy at all with what I see on gold. It looks like it's gonna roll over. See, it's just been a bad day for me. Yesterday was a good day, but today, last trade made $3.60. So it's just not. I'm all set. I'm kind of done for the day trading. It just wasn't good. I'll reattack the day tomorrow. But either way, I see Bitcoin about to dump here right now on the smaller time frames. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know and I'll look at them. But I really do see more downside for Bitcoin. And I don't know, gold and silver, they just don't look great. I would say for the most part, gold's going absolutely sideways all day long. And silver hasn't done much either. So 10-minute time frame on silver is above the 200, but now it looks like you're overbought on the RSI, going to roll over. So again, I just see kind of chop overnight for both of these assets, gold and silver, and I'm all set. I thought I saw something good on gold, but it's not following through, so I got out at basically break even. So I see more downside for the rest of the market. What's up? Finally caught alive. Hey, I'm happy to hear that. You look at PNG, thank you. Let's go look at PNG. Thank you for the request. Appreciate the likes. Let's go look at PNG. I don't know what this is, but we can go do it. PNG. start on the daily time frame and work our way down. Well, that looks horrific. So it's below the daily 200 by about 10 miles. That's sitting at 8.0 and you're 75% below that. That's horrific. Okay, the 12-hour looks bearish, below the 200. And again, you're at like all-time lows right now for whatever this is. So there's no support to, I have no clue where the next support is. We're at all-time lows. 6-hour, it looks bad. The 4 hours below the 200. I mean, you could say you have a local low at 2.0, but like that probably won't hold because you're just in a massive downtrend. Every lower low is getting hit and making new lows, and you're making lower highs as well, obviously. So the 2-hour time frame below the 200, I would say you have weekly resistance right there at 4.0. Well, yeah, you have pretty good resistance there because that was support for a while, and then on the down to the 1-hour time frame, like overall, this looks massively bearish, and I really don't know what this is, but it looks like it's going to continue rolling over unless you can somehow make a miracle bottom at 2.0. But if you just keep making lower lows and lower highs, the trend's your friend till the end, and it looks like we're going to continue lower to the downside for this asset PNG. It also looks like there's not a lot of liquidity on Coinbase, so maybe there's a better chart to look at this on. But like the 5-minute is above the 200. There's no volume on this chart. Is there another exchange I can look at this on? I don't see it. I see it on MXC. These are different coins. It's on MXC. That looks no better. So I don't know what the main exchange that trades on. I would kind of assume, just looking at this quickly, that it would be Coinbase, and even Coinbase doesn't have any volume. None of them do. So I don't know, man. I can't tell you what to do. It's not financial advice, but I would stay 100 miles away from whatever this is. And if you're already in it, then I don't know what to tell you. There's no volume. Even on Coinbase, there's not much volume. So that's horrible. That's a horrible chart. That's not. I'm sorry. I don't want to be awful and bearish and whatever, but I would not touch this. I mean, if you're gonna short it, that's one thing, but you can't short it on Coinbase. So any of the ones I just looked at, it doesn't look like you can short it. So I don't know what to tell you. It looks bad, but that's PNG for you. That's very. Wow, we got 1 like on TikTok. Hey, I appreciate it. So yeah, I see more downside for whatever this is, and for Bitcoin as well, I see more downside as well. So moving on from whatever that was, I expected that chart to look better, but it did not. So yeah, that's kind of my update on whatever PNG is. It did not look good. If I guess some of these other ones I kind of want to look at, so we can go through some of these really quickly. So TRIA is well below the 10-minute 200. That's not good. Well, it's at 14 now. Holy crap. That's a bear flag, to be fair. I wouldn't short it right now. You're oversold on the RSI, so I'd wait for you to get overbought on the 10-minute before I think about another short. I am short, I will say, on SUI, SUI. I'm short on SUI, to say the least. By the way, that looks like it's going to be a rising wedge, and you're going to dump right back down to where it started, which was 91.46, which in all reality is not that far away. I just want to see if you put your stop loss above the last local high, take profit down here for a double bottom, best case scenario, that's not a good R&R. If it was, I'd probably take a short on that as well, but the entry was up here. So, yeah, I'm already in the short. I just wanted to maybe make it a smaller time frame short on another exchange. But, yeah, I see more downside for SUI. The whole market looks bad. So, Bitcoin about to roll over, in my opinion. Hey, I'm not, that's just what I see in the charts at least. So, yeah, I see more downside for a lot of the charts, and it is what it is. With that being said, guys, that's kind of my update on the markets. I see more downside. It looks like we are going to continue lower, and silver looks like it's about to dump. You're above the 10-minute 200, but for how long? I would be very tempted to short that. Like, that doesn't look good. It looks like that's going to dump. So, stop loss at 82.49 and short that puppy. You know, I don't know. I can't tell you all what to do. The 33 is rolling over. The 1 hour for gold for silver is about to roll over. The 2 hour, maybe not. The 3 hours oversold. It's interesting. You don't have a green dot though on the money flow. So that's my update, guys, on the market. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be back live on Saturday night. Until then, trade safe. Have a great one. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and have a good night. Cheers. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining. Adios.